I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then dampen it with hot water. I return to the room and kneel back down in front of her. Welcome back! You just saw me, but now we're here for episode 3 of Doki Doki. Recap. What happened last time was the kind of the same that happened the first day, if I'm being honest. We're getting some creepy vibes though. We got a little closer with Yuri. We started to have some intimate moments, it seemed like, and she's definitely our gothic princess, but I just have this soft spot for Sayori. It might be just like the woman in me, but she's just so kind, and she just seems like she's got a lot of sadness. And if you remember last time's poems, her poem was all about giving her bottles of happiness away. It was so dark. It was like so much darker than I remember it being. So I think we should warm up to Sayori a little bit more. We gotta keep a close eye on her. Meanwhile, Yuri is still our gothic princess, and Natsuki is definitely on the bottom of the leaderboard. We don't even get a chance to mingle with Monica, which I guess is fine. Because she kind of seems to be butting her head in our... Oh, okay. I was a little concerned. She keeps butting her head into things that she doesn't need to be involved in. And if you remember from the very first episode, she said something, and hopefully it didn't cut out, because again, I had technical issues exporting the whole thing. It was a disaster. So I'm missing like 40 minutes of the last video, or the first video. So again, apologies. But she ends up saying, hey, Nudes, if you have anything you ever want to recommend for the club to do, you can always feel free to bring it up to me. I'm always listening. And I thought that was kind of strange, because I was sitting here like, always listening? Wouldn't you say I am always here to listen? As in like future tense, not current tense? And so anyways, I just think she's super bizarre, a little bit of an oddball. We gotta keep our eye on Sayori. So what we're gonna do with this next poem is we're gonna try to pick some things that maybe Sayori would like. God damn it. Already off to a terrible start. Party. Happiness? I think we're gonna get some poopy points with Yuri here, because she's probably gonna be like, oh, this is too simple. Wonderful. Feather? Summer? Skipping pleasure, disown, depression? Yeah, so what we know about Sayori so far is that she's like super happy on the outside and super sad on the inside. And what we've been seeing from Yuri, from her personality, is that she is lying about her personality all the time. And I hate the act of being innocent. Like, I hate the innocent act. I think it's a little two-faced. Whereas like someone like Sayori is doing it because she doesn't know how else to feel, right? Like I just imagine it, someone's always telling her, hey, you always have to be happy, like always be your happy self, and that resonates with me. Okay, we are scoring some massive points here. Doki Doki. Oh god. Oops. Oh my god, empty. Okay, sad. Shame? God, that is scary. Misery. Oh gosh, it seems like we can't do anything wrong anymore. Joy. Fear. Cry. Heart. Are you guys seeing what happens? This happened last time too with Yuri. If we picked enough times with Yuri, then all the answers were right answers. And I just got that same vibe. There was no way we just got that lucky. There was no way we got that lucky, was there? Like, if you recall last time when we picked the poem, we picked all of Yuri's answers, but towards the end I was like, no, I want Sayori, and I kept trying to pick answers that were Sayori's answers, but nothing I picked was Sayori. It was only Yuri, and that was the same thing too. I just like flew by that. Okay, sorry. Oh man, I'm I'm the last one here again. Don't worry. Oh, I just walked in too. I gotta get in my character. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. And I'm sure happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. Oh, that wasn't a happy voice. It's gonna be great. Eh? Weren't you? Yeah, that's what I was saying too. Weren't you complaining about it yesterday, Natsuki? Yeah, well, I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day where the school. But it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Aw, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? Eh? I didn't say I didn't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. Eh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Alright, fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me. Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in a corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Eh? You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else, but the conversation is already dispersed and everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they've been spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Newts, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seemed a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say that I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Newts. You certainly know a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. See, this is boy mentality. She's never really like this. Aw, come on. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her, but this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask you if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Well, maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? Well, I'm saying that maybe the thing that's on her mind is you, Newts. Me? Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's been so much happier ever since you've joined the club. It's like an extra light has been turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different than it always has been. You're so funny, Newts. Have you ever thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyways? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions. So, you know, you should just forget what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Uh-huh. All right. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit down myself. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but it's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her? Yeah, that was right. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary, and there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly, I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. But she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord. So I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and I sit in the one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax. You didn't do anything. Sorry, relax. You didn't do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How are you even able to tell what I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot. So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a bit off today. But when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Eh? So sorry. I didn't mean anything I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that. I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have just been friends for a really long time. That's all. I see. Then perhaps it's unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little bit too much. Nits. The world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. But there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. So you think that there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on in her head. And she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too, and I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess, but you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she's searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Oh my gosh. Sometimes a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you were aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit here. Yeah, no kidding. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Okay. It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, you don't want to do some reading. Would you want to do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. I don't think we should be doing this right now. Not with the way Monica acted before. That's what I just said. Not with the way she was acting. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Now these are like speeding up. Like the days are getting a little faster. Like we're not spending a lot of time. I wonder if that's normal. Before I knew it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Who should I show my poem to first? Okay, let's do Monica last. We keep doing her first, and she's always got the kind of weirdest poem. I want to talk to Sayori. I'm concerned. It's nice, I guess. What do you mean it's nice, you guess? I chose all your right answers. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? No, I didn't. I wrote this for you. I'm so confused. I wrote all of her right answers. Like, nearly all of them. I chose a couple that were Natsuki's by accident, but... No, I didn't choose Natsuki. Probably Natsuki. I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Nudes. Sayori, is there something wrong? Oh, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. Well, just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? I am worried about you, Sayori. Please. You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. I'm gonna go home a bit early today. No! I can't let you out of my sight. Your poem was very concerning to me. I need to read her poem right now. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. No, let me read your poem. I didn't get to read your poem. Okay, I didn't get to read her poem, but... I guess since my poem resembles Natsuki, I'm not really gonna choose hers next, so I'm gonna go with Yuri here. Let's see what Yuri has to say. Decided to try something different today. I guess so. Is that a good or bad? Well, neither. I have my preferences, but it would be unfair for me to call something good or bad based on that. As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Huh? Why me? Well, you're always so sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible. Huh? For me to have become someone whose opinions is fearsome. How unlikable of me. Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it. I was making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion. I see. We have a good way of wording things. I say we, but our character here, our main character, has a good way of coming back around to it. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to those sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. Aw, Yuri. What am I saying? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. All right. Do you want to share your poem now? Okay. Here. All right. We got Beach. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of the earth chaotically meets the surface under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish in the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle, yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line. Tempted by the foamy tendrils, turn back, and I abandon my piece to a road at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to the earth forevermore. Okay, I like that last part. That was good.
I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach on it.
You say it like you didn't even want to write about it.
Oh, you haven't heard? After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, it was amusing that we wrote something about something similar in such different ways. So Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each of us. So Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd wanted to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on an occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while.
Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. I want to do Monica last every time. That bitch can wait. Natsuki. This one's alright. Alright? Well, yeah. Yeah, about as good as yesterday's anyway. I see that what you're going for, but it's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad you're trying a little bit. Or trying out a little bit. Well, of course, I'm at least trying. God, I can't read. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyways? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? No, gross. It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away?
That's,
It's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. But it's kind of fun to hang out here. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put it up with you. Ugh. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Oh. Maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. Yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna laugh at that. How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really watch my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing ever even happened. Yeah, I don't like Natsuki bullying me around. I'm not gonna put up with that little pipsqueak. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go, a shore reached beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way that thought you left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. Oh gosh, it's pretty intimate. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way that you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Yeah. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach. Well, Yuri's take on it was a little more solemn. Well, that's Cheese. She better not have said anything bad about mine. After all, she was the one who wanted us to write about the same topic. Ugh, you can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic and then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy? Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too, but there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. All right, Monica, see what you got. Hi, Newt. She's giving me creepy vibes, dude. Those green eyes. Have you thought about what you want to submit for the, Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it more thought. Okay, no pressure, but whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure, I'll let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. That's what I said. Sayori's crazy. She didn't read my poem. I made it for her. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had some sort of thing. You had those sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like that you two really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. Maybe in that case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that was totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little either. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Oh God, please not let it be creepy. Alright. The lady knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth, the lady who knows everything, a beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that ever sought. And here I am, a feather. Lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist, but when all else failed me, when all others turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow, I fall, and I fall, and I fall, and fall even more, gentle as a feather, and a dry quill, expressionless. Why does she keep writing her cues like that? Am I crazy? Every time she has a cue, it's always that, like, undercross thing. A dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back, afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's why I wrote about it. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Hopefully I said that right. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start losing its meaning? Start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad and then happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your poem because you're afraid that it's not good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something that you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of telling you that your writing is good, or okay, or bad, they want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things that you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, you three, we're almost done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out? Hold on a second. Is it just me? Or did you say something strange just now?
Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase from addressing the club.
Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Aw, jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it.
Stagnating air is common, foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen.
In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here.
It seems you're right.
Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off. A little, maybe. It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee.
Natsuki, please show some decency.
Aw, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early.
Is that so? I hope she's all right.
Seriously, of all the times to go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No, first of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And a second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. A curious expression coming from Yuri of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier, and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the vegetable preparations, so... No, I want to talk about Sayori. The fuck? Let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. I don't want to just continue. I want to figure out what's going on. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes, and we need a lot of them, and in different flavors. Can you handle all that by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. As for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. As for Yuri, you can. Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? That's kind of rude, Monica.
I'm useless.
No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Okay, that was also rude. Monica, what is wrong with you? You just backhanded both Yuri and Natsuki nearly simultaneously. Now Natsuki is pounding too. Yeah, because you're being a dick. Ah, jeez. Even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell that things are even harder on you when she's not around.
That may be the case.
But if I can't also be a leader of my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know. You should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere.
Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere.
Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Newts, the one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Why isn't Sayori an option? Monica is suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that?
I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help.
Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that.
If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Nudes may not like to be around you if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations.
Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Nudes to...
What are you saying? It'll be extremely meticulous work.
And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Aw, come on guys, settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Newts to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten a chance to spend any time with me yet, you know. I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said.
I'm surprised as well.
Sorry. I was just saying though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already?
Yeah, Newts, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you.
Of course.
Very well.
In that case, everyone looks straight at me. But of course, Sayori. Not even a question. I mean, if it's going to be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, if we're already neighbors and...
But Monica said
that Sayori was helping her. Jeez, do you really hate us that much? No. Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. No! We're definitely not doing Natsuki. We have the most relationship with Yuri, and I don't want to give Monica any satisfaction. Why is Monica an option if she's helping with Sayori? Okay. God, I do not feel good about that decision. Oh, shoot. Monica literally told me to save the game before big decisions. God. Well, there wasn't anything I could do. I couldn't pick Sayori. What the
Me?
Are you serious? Why would you?
Natsuki?
I can already tell you're about to be really say something really mean. I'm so thrown off right now. I'm so pissed off I couldn't pick Sayori. No, I was just saying, ugh. So you'll be helping Yuri then, Nudes. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things, so I think with your assistance will be very useful.
That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? Yeah, I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell Natsuki is feeling a little sour. Good. She's so mean. Just because you're mean to somebody doesn't mean that you're telling them that you like them, right? Like, that's not how you flirt with somebody. So, is that everything we needed to go over? Yep, that should be about it. Are you guys excited?
Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit.
Do you feel the same way, Nudes? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll all turn out.
That's good enough for me.
What about you, Natsuki?
Natsuki.
What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything.
No, that's not what I meant at all.
Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room.
I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Nudes picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing I do for the event will compare to that. So.
I get it. I'm kind of surprised though.
Why?
Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden.
I know, I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad.
Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her comfort zone. But I completely understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly this time, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kind of appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing, but I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of this whole event.
I believe in you.
Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. All right, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. They start to follow Monika and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around.
Sorry. I realized that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend.
You're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number?
I think that would be the best way, yes.
All right then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers.
Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday.
My house?
Is that a problem?
No, not at all. I just thought that you'd be the one. I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you.
I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house.
All right. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decide not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter either way, so I'll just need to make sure that my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are.
Don't underestimate yourself, Newts. I think that will make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something.
Wait, you don't actually think that, do you?
I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me.
You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do.
But...
Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you were overthinking, right?
I didn't realize.
I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while.
I believe you.
As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really
looking forward to Sunday.
Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out to the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri's going to be coming to my house on Sunday, even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori. My anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, but who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, Monika said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself that there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri's clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There is no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've even been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monika said, is it really okay for me to be putting Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? Yes! Yes! Absolutely yes! We need to go over. Okay, I decided to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a bit. God, the no music is making me really nervous. Again, We used to play so often that we've made it a bit of a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the floor. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom, where I finally find her. Sayori? Oh my god. I was so nervous. Oh my gosh, my heart's beating. Hi, Nudes. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has changed, really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and the wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I ended up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going over to help Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. So it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles and shaking her head. That's no good, Nudes. Huh? Why can't it be like this? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori. I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Nudes. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Nudes? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days, I can't find a good reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know that how worthless I am? This is so sad. Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me just to not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there was only so much that I could do, I would have tried a little bit harder. Okay, you don't get to put guilty feelings back on her. You don't just get to be like, why didn't you tell me? Come on, man. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Nudes. Yeah, you don't. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have had to waste effort caring about me instead of doing other important things. I didn't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club. It makes me feel... It feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I've decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right. That I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Nudes. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that you could have helped me... The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments, because I deserved every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace. It's Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please, never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Nudes. Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. All I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's really scary. I don't understand any of these feelings, Nudes. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah, it's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise.
I think that would be nice then.
Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be one of the where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel.
No, don't. Please don't. If you do that, then I really wouldn't forgive you.
But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Shuri shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? Yeah. It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry about it too much. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? All right. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying so much. And we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri!
Thank goodness. You're a little...
Sorry, you're a little early. I keep thinking I'm Yuri. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting a long time?
No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell.
You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on the way home.
I suppose that's true. I didn't think that for some reason.
It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you.
That's right. And you did manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well.
Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious.
It's so clean.
I cleaned it before you came over, so...
It's very considerate of you to do.
It's just a normal human being thing. Yes, no. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here.
Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean.
That would have been even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening the desk drawer of mine.
I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just pacing out.
It's fine. It's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both hands firmly in her lap, as if to making sure she's keeping track of them.
So, should we get started?
Sorry. Should we get started?
Yes.
I keep getting the roles first in my head.
I have a few things planned that you can help me with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements.
Atmospheric enhancements.
You know, mood lighting,
aromatherapy candles. Aromatherapy candles. Oh wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far.
Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity and for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more.
That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person.
Intense?
I guess that's the best way to put it.
Is that a bad thing?
No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually.
Is that so? That makes me feel really relieved and kind of happy.
No need to be anxious. You can relax a little.
Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Let's see.
Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object.
I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these things in my bag. I was planning to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you?
Yeah, that would be really neat. I know where this is going. What's that wooden thing you brought?
Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with that aromatherapy?
Not familiar at all. Like, literally, at all.
Is that so? This is one of my favorite contributions to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs that you use, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic.
Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes the switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole in the top. Wow, it smells wonderful. What kind of mood is this one for?
This is jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right?
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it.
I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that it'll be perfect for sharing our poems?
It sounds suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. Like she again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for?
Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get?
Yeah, I actually have it right here.
I will be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them.
Oh yeah. What will those be used for?
Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of each classroom. Then we can fasten the paper into ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside.
That's really creative. I had no idea you were so good at this, Yuri.
Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it.
Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me? Or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys.
Here's the marker notes. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons.
All right. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw each character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long string. Yeah, why are we helping her if we've got the worst handwriting? Didn't she get picked because her handwriting was the best handwriting? Anyways, Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Huh? The knife is strangely beautiful. Ooh, she's got a knife thing. Okay. The silver handle is an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. Oh god, I didn't read that last part. Okay. It looks a little really fancy.
Well...
Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it?
You're going to think it's weird.
Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know?
If you promise you won't be weirded out.
Yeah, I promise. Maybe.
Alright. The thing is, I'm kinda into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship, feeling of danger, maybe. What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me.
No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you get about sharing. It's, well, it's interesting. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it's kind of suits you. You are working too hard for Yuri here.
Suits me?
Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that.
It is, isn't it?
Please don't use that on me. Oh, God. Now I'm nervous. What if we start going after another girl and Yuri decides to kill us? Like, is that crazy that my mind goes to that situation? Yuri relaxes a little in her expression once again.
Would you like to hold it?
Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. As I take it, I turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ah, ow!
Why did you do that?
Yeah, I don't know why I did that. I didn't expect it to be so sharp. It's a knife. Come on, man. I barely touched it at all.
It's my fault. I should have warned you. The knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper.
How do you know that? How do you know that?
Oh no.
A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it. Noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. Oh God. I feel her tongue curl around my fingers. Sorry, plural. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back.
Please forgive me. I wasn't thinking.
Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri,
that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry.
Sure, it was a little weird, and it took me by surprise, but I guess she was just trying to help, right? Dude, our main boy character is so naive. Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this from the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be the stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and I lick her index finger in return. Ah! What?
Nance! Did you really just do that?
Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that was a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now.
You're so weird, Newts.
Yuri giggles shyly. Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that.
Where do you keep your bandages?
I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding.
I see. That's really relieving.
The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thing coming up with this, Yuri.
Thanks. It's just something I saw really online.
Are you ready to
move on to our next task?
Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind?
I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets.
Right. One of the items Yuri has asked me to buy was a kit watercolor paint tab. Wait, sorry, I skipped that one.
We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us?
Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute.
Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it'll be too diluted.
Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full glass size ones. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back to my room. Yuri?
Yes?
I come in to see Yuri quickly rolling her sleeve, putting it back over her arm.
Nothing.
Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything?
No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint.
Yuri hurriedly dismissed me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the water.
So, I thought we would do something simple that would look really nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner. Starting with the colors for a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom.
Neat. What are you going to write?
Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you.
Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in each other's way. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of inner colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolor feels a lot like art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing.
I'm sorry if this feels too childish.
No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know?
Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way.
Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself.
For me, you don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple, like reading. It doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy.
Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently.
I knew you'd understand.
Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, and I move at the same time and cause my head to bump into hers.
Kia! So sorry.
Yuri reels back and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt?
No, I'm not hurt. You just, startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me.
It's not your fault. Your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck.
Is there something on my face?
Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then dampen it with hot water. I return to the room and kneel back down in front of her. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with a towel. Something wrong?
It's hot. I didn't expect it.
Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I started to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist.
Wait,
Huh?
just for a bit longer. It feels really nice.
I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist, sending a tingle sensation through my arm. And somewhere else, if you want to know what I mean. And suddenly, her face seems to be so much closer to mine than it just was. And suddenly, her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away.
Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded recently. I didn't mean to space out.
It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, and her movement seems clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue to follow Yuri's examples. That should do it. I finish filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking.
I think it came out better than expected. I'm really happy with the results.
Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now?
Not yet. It needs to dry first.
That's true, but won't that take a while?
Well, perhaps it would be the best to leave it here. Then you have to bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event even starts. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's totally fine. Wonderful. Sorry.
Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Whew. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that at least you were enjoying yourself? A little bit?
Oh no, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done.
I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about the time. I need to start making dinner soon.
So, you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we'd have a little extra time after finishing the work.
Well,
Yuri thinks to herself.
I think it would be a bit too irresponsible for me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right?
Yeah.
So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything.
I gather all her things. Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets an opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time that it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out of basically my house.
Thank you very much for having me today.
No problem. I was glad to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow.
I will. Then,
Yuri fidgets.
I guess I'll see you tomorrow.
Wait. I kind of say it without thinking about today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, but we can do this again whenever you want. You can come over, or we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so...
You're very thoughtful, Newts.
Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. Whoa! That was really fast.
I kinda like that about you.
Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance. But I don't even get a chance to as Yuri suddenly pulls back.
Sayori?
Huh?
Hi, Newts.
Sayori. Just now, we weren't...
It's okay, Newts. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave.
Aw, really? That's too bad.
I'm sorry. But we'll all get together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right?
Of course. Sayori beams.
Yeah. So, I'll see you tomorrow.
Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye to her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today.
Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself.
No, see what? What are you talking about?
You know.
Sorry, I'm not talking like Sayori. You know. How much fun you two were having with Yuri. And how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face.
That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Nudes? Am I supposed to be happy for you? Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear.
Sayori, don't say that.
It's true, Nudes. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right.
What did Monica tell you? What did she tell you?
I should just...
Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't a burden. Your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. Even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to try to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain.
But...
Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her.
I'm scared, Nudes. I'm really scared.
What are you scared of?
I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me.
Sayori.
It's true, isn't it? I was weak and I started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Nudes. I like so much I want to die. That's how I feel. And
that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I'd always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all your own feelings, I know what you need most right now, and that's what I'm going to give you. Of course I love. Okay. Oh wait, okay, we gotta save this. Hold on. Monica warned us about this. Okay. Reasoning. I think we need to tell her I love you, not because we're sympathetic, but we genuinely do love her, because we're not lying. Yeah, do we want to be more with maybe Yuri? I would say that's kind of how the story is going. Sure, but I love you doesn't technically mean like, hey, I love you romantically, but they've been friends for their whole lives. And even though he may have just started feeling things escalate a little further since joining the club, it doesn't mean that he doesn't love her. So I think the I love you choice isn't the way that's going to give me an option that's being... Okay, it's not me just saying it just to say it. It's me saying it because of their history. And I think that's kind of romantic. I don't know. So I'm not really lying is what I'm saying. I'm not lying when I say I love you. But I feel like you'll always be my dearest friend is also another way to say I love you. But the things that she might need to hear right now is I love you. I love you. Those are my true feelings. So there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it really helped me realize that you truly are the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens, as long as we continue like this every day. With you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy.
Nudes.
Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me.
Nudes, is this really okay?
Yeah, yes it is. It's totally fine. We have the most history by far, and if she hadn't introduced me to the literature club, dude, I have a feeling Yuri, with her knife weird fetish thing, she's gonna come after Sayori. We gotta protect her at all costs. I hold Sayori in my arms and I pull her closer. You'll never have to let me go again.
I love you, Newts. I want to be with you forever.
Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit.
What is this?
Sayori?
I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought that this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now? Why won't the rain clouds go away?
They're not going away at all, Newts. It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again. Yeah, things don't just... Rome wasn't built in a day. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. It's all that matters right now.
Okay. I trust you.
Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh?
What are you saying?
What are you saying?
I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it always has been. Even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I can handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me.
I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best.
Hey, Newts.
Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly.
Even if I get really, really sad, the best thing for me, this is the best thing for me, right?
Huh? God, I can't do the voices. Huh? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori?
I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. I felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me that you love me. And that's why I want to trust you. Because you know what's best for me.
Yeah, I do. It's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her, and she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more, or something different. I know that these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Sayori is the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. And we're gonna leave it right there. Okay, I feel like so far we've been playing the story the right way, just because of the fact that we've been leading Yuri on a little bit, but it always had to be Sayori in the end. Like, you know, like in every anime trope I've ever seen, it has to be the annoying girl that was super go happy and go lucky, and then she finally recognizes her feelings, and then you guys have loved each other for all their life. It's like a tale as old as time. Now, what I'm concerned about is the knife issue. I didn't know Yuri was into knife stuff. Like, what happens if she finds out that we're a couple? Like, she just came over and had intimate moments with me, but I never declared anything more with Yuri. I never flat out said, hey, we're a thing. I was forced between picking one or the other, and I decided to go with Yuri because we have a lot more in common than I thought. I'm trying to rationalize all this because I'm not trying to make the story linear, but I am just trying to go with things that I would have picked the most. And personally, I think Sayori being with us for so long, she's definitely got to be our lover. Okay, she'll take care of us. Her feelings are really complicated, but I feel like she needs us. She doesn't need our sympathy, but she needs us to just be there. There's nothing more that we can do. Just know that being there for her when she needs it is the best for her. That's what I think. And thanks for coming to my TED Talk. But if you like this, please, it helps a lot to help me pursue my dreams. This is what I want to do for the rest of my life. So if you want to support my bad habits, go ahead and leave a like, and I'll see you guys in part 4.